Welcome to Meraki TV, where we celebrate being Greek, Aussie style. Tonight is a huge show with some original comedy by Trish Koutradimos, Chrissy Kametopoulos from Sydney Greek supporting Greek businesses. We delve into the ancient origins of the Zeibekiko, learn how to make Greek caviar, namely Tarama, get some really cool early Greek Australian facts, and of course all the glitz and goss with Stavroula. But first up, I got to tick a box on my bucket list this week by interviewing Christos Dantis. If you don't know the name, I can guarantee you do know his work. Apart from his own massive hits such as To Παλιό μου Παλτό, Ένα τραγούδι ακόμα, and Maya Maya, just to name a few, this prolific songwriter has penned hits for Greek artists such as Έχω στα μάτια ουρανό, for Keti Garbi, Άρε μοναξιά, for Karas, Παλιοχαρακτήρας, for Petros Imbrios, and the major coup, riding with Natalia Germanou, the Eurovision winning hit, My Number One, for Elena Paparizou. Dantis is a groundbreaker, being the first to blend laika and even paradiosiaka with modern music, namely rock. If you haven't experienced the karaguna with a rock beat, then you absolutely must check out his album Fonivondos. You know, it's a scary prospect interviewing an idol because it's so easy for the reality to not live up to the expectation. I can honestly say that for me, Christos Dantis not only met my expectations, but exceeded them. We talked via Skype while he was vacationing in Syros, so the connection was not the greatest, but I'm sure the true essence of this wonderful talent will still shine through. Here for you all now, I'm very proud to present Christos Dantis. Christos Dantis, welcome to Meraki TV.
Γεια σας, καλώς σας βρήκα.
Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Greece. Πες μας λίγο, για αυτοί που δεν ξέρουν, how did you get started in music? Γιατί άρχισες πολύ μικρός.
Both of my parents were singers. My father was a singer till he passed away 10 years ago, and all his life was a singer. So he used to sing laika, and actually I was raised with my mother, which also was a singer, but she was not. She stopped really early, and there was all this, love for music in family. My brother was an actor. We all had something to do with music, so I tried to, I was raised with this poison in my blood.
Yes.
Music is a poison.
It's a beautiful poison.
Yes, it is. Actually, it's beautiful, but you cannot live with it without it. So
Yes.
No one tells you to become a singer or a musician. It happens because you cannot think of anything else. I tried to study. I had a connection with law. I liked law and this science, but I couldn't make it. I couldn't actually make it. My love for music was unbeatable.
Was it difficult to break away from, I'm assuming οι γονείς σου είχαν κάνει λαϊκά κάνανε, όχι rock. So, ήτανε δύσκολα να πας στο δικό σου το δρόμο και να κάνεις το κάτι διαφορετικό?
It wasn't so difficult because, when you love music, you're supposed to love all styles of music. And you grow up listening to Greek music, which, you are born with it. And it goes with you, it flows as your life flows. So all external influences combined with the Greek music that you already have in your blood, and you make something different. So it was not really difficult. The difficult part is to become, to change from a pop idol to a rock musician.
You say that you wanted to become a rock artist, αλλά γράφεις λαϊκά για the top laikous artists in Greece. How does someone who's got rock στην καρδιά τους so much write such prolific laika hits? Like
blues music and rock music are very similar to to Greek music. And because Greek music is very ancient music, all those styles began after our music. So it's very, when you're a Greek, it happens, it just happens. You go with these melodies, and you have them in your heart, in your mind. It's not that difficult. It's not really difficult. You're supposed to write folk music, Greek folk music, if you're Greek.
Is there anything that you haven't achieved in your career that you would love to do?
Yes, I would love to work with Stevie Wonder. He's the love of my life. So I would like even, to do background vocals for him. But I guess...
We would love to see you on a stage with Stevie Wonder. That would be my dream come true.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Let's talk about the dreams that are somewhere around here. So I guess I would love to see you guys, come there in Australia and sing for you. And I would love to do that. And it's in my plans for the future.
Yay! We can't wait to see you. It would be wonderful. Σε περιμένουμε με λαχτάρα εδώ.
Εύχομαι να σας δω πάρα πολύ σύντομα.
Thank you very much, Christo.
Να είστε καλά, ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ και να έχετε καλό βράδυ.
And if you'd like to see the full unedited interview with Christos Dantis, you can check it out on YouTube after the show by clicking on the link on our Facebook page. Now, comedy is something that we Greeks invented. So here for you now is a skit by our very own Trish Kutradimos, featuring the very talented Silvia Dritsackis and Maria Drossi.
Σκάστε! Μας σπάσατε τα τύμπανα! Tula, we've been friends so many years. And still, the high point of my life is my grandchildren. Σας είπα σκάστε πριν σας σπάσω στο ξύλο! It is the only thing that matters to me.
Ναι, το βλέπω. I see. Do you want to know who Alos is expecting grandchildren?
Who?
Angela.
No.
Ναι.
How do you know?
Oh. I heard it from Vicky, who heard it from Yanni, who heard it from Costa, who heard it from Jim.
Good for her. Did you hear that Anthony and Zoe are getting divorced?
No.
Ναι.
How do you know?
I heard it from Nikki, who heard it from Kathy, who heard it from Sula, who heard it from Vula, who heard it from Jim.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I know that Jim, he gets around. But I don't care so much what other people do. As long as I have my grandchildren. Do you know my Christina? She goes to Greek school now.
Really? Well, my Nicholas, he would go if he didn't already know how to read and write Greek.
My Christina doesn't speak English to me like a Xenos. She speaks in perfect Greek.
And my Nicholas, he danced like a Greek pringipas, a prince.
My Christina, she is dating a Greek doctor.
Nicholas is a Greek doctor.
Jim says my Christina is so Greek, if you cut her open, olive oil pours out.
And Jim says Nicola's girlfriend is so Greek, she look like Aphrodite.
Wait, συγγνώμη. Jim says Christina looks like Aphrodite.
Jim says Nicola's girlfriend, she have a mole here on her left cheek.
Christina have a mole on her left cheek.
Sweet Fantasy Cakes. No matter what your special occasion or personal craving, come and visit the Small Business Champions, sweetfantasycakes.com.au. Wish you were in Greece, Melbourne, New York or any other exotic destination? Call Peter at Megatravel 9824 2427. Megatravel. With proven results from thousands of installations in the residential and commercial application, Solar Energy Enterprises can design the perfect solar system for your needs.
The Zeibekiko is one of the most unique Greek dances. Being free-form, it allows the dancer to interpret and express his or her emotions like no other. But how exactly did it start? And why is it so similar to the Turkish Zeybek? All these answers and more up next in 3 minutes or less.
The Zeibekiko. The word Zeibekiko has ancient Greek origins, coming from the ancient Greek word zei, meaning Zeus, and beiko, meaning bread. Therefore, in ancient Greek, Zeibekiko was the bread of Zeus. Now, Zeus in ancient Greek mythology was renowned for taking many different forms, the most common of these being the eagle. And dance played a major role for the ancient Greeks in the devotion of their gods. So the Zeibekiko, a dance using arm movements like that of an eagle flying, shows one's devotion to Zeus. But how did it get to modern times? And how has it evolved to today's incarnation? Well, the ancient Thracians moved out of Thrace into what we now know as northwest Anatolia. Like all multicultural societies, there is an exchange of ideas, and soon the Turks dance a dance called the Zeybek, similar to a slow karsilama. It's worth noting that in some places in Greece, you actually can't differentiate a karsilama from a Zeibekiko. So now, cut to the 1920s. It's after the Greco-Turkish War, and a historic event called the exchange of populations is occurring, the Andalagi, whereby all Greek Orthodox peoples in Turkey are exchanged for all Muslims in Greece. This sees over 1 million refugees from Asia Minor pour into Greece, bringing with them their Turkish influences, including musical, which composers such as Van Vakaris soak up. The thriving rebetiko scene in Athens is especially fertile ground for these influences, and the modern Zeibekiko is born. So next time you hear the calling of that unique 9/8 beat, as you extend your arms similar to that of an eagle and connect to the music, know that you are also connecting to a very ancient part of your DNA.
Did you know that the first Greek immigrants to Australia were 7 sailors from the island of Hydra who were convicted of piracy by British Naval Corps? They arrived in Sydney on the convict ship Norfolk on August 27, 1829. Following their pardon in 1835, 2 of the 7, Gikas Vulgaris and Andonis Manolis, remained in Australia, and they became the first free Greek settlers.
Facebook has become a force of nature. It seems it can be channeled to bring out the best and the worst in all of us. One man steering it into the direction of good, though, is Chrissy Kametopoulos with his page, Sydney Greeks Supporting Greek Businesses.
Guys, here I am with Chrissy Kametopoulos and Chrissy Kametopoulos from the Sydney Greeks Supporting Greek Businesses Facebook page. Welcome to Meraki TV.
Thank you, Anna.
Tell me, what inspired you to create it? Because it's taken off. I think it's only been going for under a year. There's like 3,500 likes already. What inspired you to start this?
What inspired me is basically I'm actually self-employed. I've been self-employed for quite a while. Knowing that Sydney, it is a tough city to survive, and every year things get tougher and tougher. Unfortunately. So what inspired me, the Sydney Greeks Supporting Greek Businesses, is basically supporting Greek businesses in Sydney and giving them like the confidence and the courage to continue, expand their actual business. I'm offering free advertising for them.
From what I hear, Chrissy's got a little bit to do with the page as well. Is that right, Chrissy?
Yeah.
Tell us what you do with the page.
I do the funny posts because otherwise it gets really boring.
And does Dad have to put everything past you when it's supposed to be funny to get your tick of approval before it goes live?
Yep.
Now, you must know how much it means to these small businesses to get that exposure, because you've been in business for a very long time, but you've also got your own Greek business. Tell us a little bit about the Zap TV and the TPG that you do.
The package that we're offering with TPG is basically the $79.99 deal, which includes line rental, unlimited local STD and mobile calls within Australia and in Greece as well. So the Greeks have got the opportunity to dial to Greece now on the mobile from their landline and talk as much as they want. We do actually offer over 150 Greek channels, the best Greek channels with delay channels, catch-up channels. So the series is, the favourite series is watched 5 times during the day. The beauty about this package, Anna, is I have captured the market from 80 and above, which people thought, Chris, you know, they were laughing at me. How can you provide internet to an elderly person? But it's been done successfully. It's just a matter of educating the elderly crowd. And I just turn around, I say, Thea, Yiayia, it's just up and down the remote control with our box. It's so easy. They can't even tell the difference between satellite and our box.
And do they have to be in Sydney to take it up?
No, they don't have to be in Sydney. They can actually be in any part of Australia, as long as, if they want to join TPG, as long as TPG offers the bundle deal.
Chris, Chrissy, thank you so much for joining us on Meraki TV, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Did you know that on the 14th of December 1959, the Patris left Greece for her first immigrant voyage to Australia? The Patris was one of the many immigrant ships of the time and made 91 voyages between 1959 and 1975 and carried over 1,000 passengers on each trip.
Sweet Fantasy Cakes. No matter what your special occasion or personal craving, come and visit the Small Business Champions, sweetfantasycakes.com.au. Wish you were in Greece, Melbourne, New York or any other exotic destination? Call Peter at Megatravel 9824 2427. Megatravel. With proven results from thousands of installations in the residential and commercial application, Solar Energy Enterprises can design the perfect solar system for your needs.
As Greeks, we really know how to eat. And it's not just lamb either. Sweets, salads, pastas, right down to the condiments. Here now, with our very own version of caviar, or Tarama, is Yiayia Katina.
Yiayya's secret recipe is proudly brought to you by M&J Chickens, supplying high-quality, poultry-based fresh products, value-added, flavoured and fully cooked meals and meal components to the hospitality, food service and retail in Australia. For superior quality and service, choose M&J Chickens. We're revolutionising the way you think about chicken.
Γεια σας, είμαι η Κατίνα. Θέλω να σας δείξω πώς φτιάχνω τον ταραμά. Τα υλικά που θα χρειαστώ είναι ο ταραμάς, το λάδι, λεμόνια, κρεμμύδι, ψωμί και σκόρδο. Αρχίζω με τα κρεμμύδια, τα βάζω στη food processor και θα τα πολτοποιήσω. Θα ρίξω λίγο λαδάκι μέσα για να λιώσει πιο εύκολα και να γίνει πιο πολτός. Τώρα θα βάλω το ταραμά και θα αρχίσω σιγά σιγά το ταραμάς να χτυπιέται και θα ρίχνω μέσα το breadcrumbs, το ψωμί. Θα ρίξω λίγο λεμόνι και θα βάλω και κρεμμύδι με το σκόρδο. Ρίξω και το υπόλοιπο ψωμί. Για να μην γίνει πολύ αραιό πρέπει να ρίχνουμε λίγο το λάδι και να προσέχουμε. Θα ρίξω και λιγάκι λεμόνι ακόμη και θα ξαναδοκιμάσω αργότερα να δω πώς είναι. Πρέπει λίγο. Ωραίο σφιχτό είναι, ούτε πέφτει τίποτε. Λοιπόν, ξανατοβάλω πάλι να χτυπάει, γιατί χρειάζεται αρκετή ώρα. Όσο το χτυπάς, γίνεται πιο μαλακό και όλα θα είναι, δεν θα γίνει και πολύ αραιό. Θα ρίξω λιγάκι νεράκι, πολύ λίγο, και βλέποντας και κάνοντας. πιο σπουδαίο απ' όλα είναι το λάδι. Προσθέτω. Θα δοκιμάσω να δω αν έχει αρκετό λεμόνι. Έγινε αληθή. Κοίτα, ούτε πέφτει, ούτε τίποτα.
Λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου.
Did you know that the 1901 Australian census recorded 878 individuals born in Greece living in Australia? In the 1947 census, the number of Greeks in Australia had risen to over 12,000. The 1971 census recorded over 160,000 Greek-born people living in Australia. By 2011, there were over 378,000 people of Greek background living in Australia, making Australia one of the largest Greek communities in the world.
And now to the juicy part of the show, the glitz and goss with Stavroula.
Glitz and Goss is proudly brought to you by iSecure. To keep your family safe, let us keep an eye on your place. isecureyou.com.au.
Hi, this is Stavroula, Glitz and Goss. Favourite singing couple Nikos Kourkoulis and Kelly Kelikidou celebrated their 6th wedding anniversary holidaying in Kavala and Asprovalta, Greece. With new song releases to add to that as well, the lovebirds enjoyed fun in the sun with their 5-year-old son Thano and 8-month-old daughter, soon to be baptised Elpiniki, after Kelly's late mother. Vin Diesel's Kojak movie is in the works. Vin Diesel recently hired a new screenwriter to construct the Kojak script. Diesel is set to take on the role of tough-talking New York Lieutenant Theo Kojak, made famous by Telly Savalas in the original series. It's 2 years now since Migato, Greece's hot footwear and accessories brand, launched in Sydney. Good news, more stores are on their way, Westville, Hurstville being the next one for November. The company's name derived by joining the names of the two founders, Me for Maria, together with her husband Panayotis' surname, Gatos, hence the name Migato. Melbourne is next on the cards and online shopping is about to launch too. Yorgos Alkeos is back on the scene and with a hot new track, Sihori Me, Forgive Me. Alkeos had almost retired on the Greek island Milos, where he owns his own luxury hotel and suites. And with the views he has to look at every day, well, yes, we forgive him for hiding out. Milos, the gorgeous island, is also famous for the statue of Aphrodite or Venus de Milo, now in the Louvre, and statues of the Greek god Asclepios, now in the British Museum, and Poseidon and Apollo in Athens. Just like Apollo, the god of music, Milos resident Alkeos will be back on stage in Athens and Thessaloniki in the Greek winter. And then he's on his international tour, Opa. Exciting plans are in place for the Greek Centre Melbourne. The new rooftop bar and nightclub, Melina on the Roof, will be part of the $15 million Greek Centre that opened less than a year ago in downtown Melbourne. The Greek Centre will also house Australia's first goodies, which we are told will be 24 hours on the weekends, as well as house a dozen other Greek businesses. Congratulations to Helen Kapelos, the new chairperson of the Victorian Multicultural Commission. Helen's 4-year term as the state's new Multicultural Supremo begins today. That's all from me tonight. Glitz and Goss with Stavroula. Catch you next week on Meraki TV.
Glitz and Goss is proudly brought to you by iSecure. To keep your family safe, let us keep an eye on your place. isecureyou.com.au.
Bethia, thank you so much for your barea tonight. Don't forget, if you'd like to see the extended version of our Dantis interview, just jump onto our Facebook page for details. A big thank you to all our sponsors for their support once again. And if you'd like to contribute to Meraki TV in any way, you can email me, Ana Sevo @meraki.tv. Until next week, Bethia, good luck from me, Ana Sevo.